Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Jessa Jeremiah, and today I'm filling in for Miss Sandy Benson. And joining me today, I have Mark O'Neill of the Hilton Head Hospital. How are you doing today?
Great, Jess. Thanks for having me.
Good. Well, thanks so much for coming on. And, you know, first of all, I want to talk just a little bit about your role as president with Hilton Head Hospital and how you came to be in this role.
Well, that would be a long story, but I think that the short story is I've been here about 2.5 years, and I've been in healthcare about 35 years. I'm blessed. I've had experience in academic medicine. I've had 15 years in community not-for-profit medicine. Most recently, I had 25 hospitals up and down the East Coast in faith-based medicine. So here with Tenet and Hilton Head Hospital, I'm going to give the for-profit medicine thing a try.
Sounds good. Well, great. I want to talk a little bit about, since we've got the RBC Heritage coming up this week, the hospital's involvement there. But first, tell me a little bit about what you have going on at the hospital in general in terms of what you guys are doing over there.
Well, sure. Just a reminder, Hilton Head Regional Healthcare is Coastal Carolina Hospital, Bluffton Okeechobee Out Center, and of course Hilton Head Hospital. Hilton Head Hospital's been here for almost 40 years, and our vision is very similar to the vision that people have for the island. That is, if this is a world-class destination, then we want to come as close as we can to providing world-class health care. So our work is all about recruiting top-notch physicians and nurses and providing high-quality, safe care for the patients that choose to use us.
Wonderful. And so let's talk now about the RBC Heritage coming up. This is obviously a great event for our community. Tell me about the involvement that you guys have with the RBC Heritage.
Well, I agree with you. It's just a tremendous thing for the community, and look at the weather we're going to have this week. It just looks like it's all pulling together for us. Hilton Head Hospital and Hilton Head Regional Healthcare have been the healthcare sponsor for the Heritage for 8 years now, and in that role we keep medical personnel on the course. We have a little tent between the first and the ninth hole with all of the other concessions there, and we put people in places where they can take care of the minor emergencies if they come along. And we also partner with Hilton Head Fire and Rescue, our partners in so many other things, and so if there's a major emergency, which we hope won't happen, then we're equipped then to handle that too.
Well, that is just wonderful for, you know, just a peace of mind for people who are there at the tournament. Should anything, you know, minor arise, they have somewhere to go and seek some attention. Right. I'm sure with how busy the Heritage gets, you know, you probably do encounter a few things that you really need to just be able to pop into a tent and get a little bit of help. That's great. And then your partnership there is wonderful with the fire department. So that's good.
There are some things that can be done to prevent using us that I can't help but mention.
Okay, yes, please do.
That is, you know, the issue of sunstroke and dehydration and things that we do end up taking care of can all be prevented. Just drink plenty of water. Wear sunscreen and sunglasses and the right headwear, and then you won't need to use this at all, which is what we prefer, obviously.
There we go. Some good preventative tips, and
Absolutely.
You won't have to pop into the tent, hopefully.
Right.
Well, that's great. I know also, you know, with the events going on, with the Heritage, we've also got spring breakers coming down. I'm sure that it just can't help but be a busy time in the healthcare profession. So talk to me about, you've got this new service called In Quicker that really helps kind of expedite that time waiting for an emergency room service. Talk to me about that and how viewers at home can utilize this.
Right, it's called In Quicker. We rolled it out 8 or 9 months ago, and it's intended to be an item that people can use to avoid a long wait in the emergency department if they have just a minor emergency. So what you do is you go onto your handheld or your mobile device and go to www.inquicker.com, and you can actually reserve a spot in the emergency department for a 15-minute window and be able to sit at home or in your hotel room while you're waiting for that time to come, and then just come in. I'd stress, this is not for medical emergencies. That's where you use 911 or you get right to the emergency department. But with our tourists in particular, there are a lot of minor things that go on, ear infections, like that. This is a great service for people to use if they don't want to wait in what can sometimes be a very busy emergency department.
Sure, absolutely. And if you're, you know, not feeling real well, how great is it to be able to be in the comfort of your own home and not have to sit there and wait there. So that's a really nice service for those non-emergency type issues. So that's great. Also, let's get back to the heritage a little bit. The RBC Heritage is obviously such a wonderful, brings a lot of economic impact here to our community. So tell me a little bit about how the hospital is involved in the community. I know you're involved in many ways, so talk to us a little bit about that.
Right. We think in order to be a good community citizen, you've got to be involved in all of the outside activities, not necessarily specific to healthcare, but so we've got lots of roles with the American Heart Association, the American Cancer Society, with the United Way, with with the Chamber of Commerce, and the rest. So those are all activities that we take very seriously, so that we can prevent and educate, so that people don't have to use our services. We also have quite an economic impact that I'm not sure everybody's aware of. We have about a $50 million impact on salaries and benefits alone within our community with our 700 employees. We're also, because we're a for-profit organization, we pay about $3 million in taxes a year, and then several $1,000,000 more in local services that we purchase. So we're an active economic force in the community also.
Absolutely. Well, that's wonderful. And I read in the newspaper you received approval to build a new outpatient center in Bluffton. Tell us a little bit about that.
Right. We're very excited about that. This is an attempt on our part to bring all of the services that we have spread out throughout the Bluffton area in particular into one building where it's very patient-friendly, easy to use, from the front door to the back, one-stop shopping for certain healthcare services. It's going to be about a 65,000 square foot building. It's going to go right next to the Island Packet and just in front of the Publix in terms of its location on 278, so it'll be very accessible. And hopefully we'll have that in place within the next 18 months if all goes well.
Wonderful. So some impressive new developments. Thank you so much for your involvement in the community here and with the RBC Heritage. And thanks so much for coming on Talk of the Town today.
Well, thanks very much for having me.
All right, and thank you for watching. We will be right back.